fame looks perfect. But for some celebrities, it almost destroyed them. Behind the smiles were addictions, breakdowns, and moments they nearly didn't survive. These are the stories you were never meant to see. Number 1. Justin Bieber. When Justin Bieber stepped into fame at just 13, he wasn't ready for what the world would do to him. One day, he was a kid uploading songs on YouTube. The next, he was the most famous teenager on earth. The pressure, the headlines, the constant judgment, it all started to eat away at him. In 2019, he admitted he'd been battling depression and emotional exhaustion for years. He said, "It's hard to get out of bed when you feel empty." Behind every concert and every smile, there was a young man struggling to stay human in a world that only saw the product, not the person. But through therapy, faith, and time, he's learned something powerful. Fame doesn't define you. Healing does. Number 2. Selena Gomez. Selena Gomez might be one of the most loved people in the world, but love from millions can't fill the silence when you're hurting. At her peak, she vanished from the spotlight, revealing later that she was battling lupus, depression, and anxiety. She even underwent a kidney transplant. In her documentary, My Mind and Me, she broke down saying, "I don't want to be super famous. I just want to be happy." That moment changed everything. Fans realized she wasn't just a pop star, she was human. Number 3. Kanye West. Kanye West is one of the most influential artists of our time, and also one of the most misunderstood. Behind every headline and every rant lies a man who has publicly battled bipolar disorder. The same mind that creates genius also carries chaos. In one interview, Kanye said, "You can't see the pain in my brain like a broken leg." His life reminds us how thin the line can be between brilliance and breakdown. The fame, the pressure, the constant noise. It amplified everything. But even in his darkest moments, his music speaks truth. Kanye shows that mental illness doesn't erase genius. It humanizes it. Number 4. Billie Eilish. She became a global star before she turned 18, but behind the fame, Billie Eilish was quietly falling apart. The pressure to be perfect, the body image issues, the hate online, it was too much for someone so young. She said, "I stopped reading comments because they broke me." But instead of quitting, she reinvented what it means to be an artist. She dressed how she wanted, sounded how she wanted, and reminded the world that authenticity beats popularity every time. Today, Billie stands not just as a star, but as a symbol for every kid who's ever felt like they didn't fit in, proving that being different isn't a weakness, it's your power. Number 5. Tom Holland. Everyone sees Tom Holland as the upbeat, charming Spider-Man, the guy who dances, jokes, and makes everything look easy. But fame hit him harder than anyone knew. After filming Spider-Man No Way Home, he admitted he felt completely lost, like he didn't know who he was anymore. Everyone sees Tom Holland as the upbeat, charming Spider-Man, the guy who dances, jokes, and makes everything look easy. But fame hit him harder than anyone knew. After filming Spider-Man No Way Home, he admitted he felt completely lost, like he didn't know who he was anymore. His real superpower, knowing when to step away and choose himself. Number 6. Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast is known for insane challenges, massive giveaways, and breaking the internet every month. But behind the spectacle, he's been dealing with a struggle most fans never see. Jimmy has Crohn's disease, a painful, chronic condition that affects him daily. While millions watch him give away cars, houses, and islands, he's often filming through discomfort, fatigue, and intense pain. On top of that, the pressure to outdo himself every video is enormous. He's talked about sleepless nights, mental burnout, and the weight of running one of the biggest channels in history. Yet he keeps pushing. Not for clout, but because he genuinely loves creating and helping people. His real superpower isn't money, it's endurance. Number 7, Ariana Grande. When Ariana Grande exploded into global fame, the world saw a flawless voice, a superstar personality, and a seemingly unstoppable career. But what most people never realized is how much she was carrying behind all that glitter. The Manchester tragedy in 2017 completely shattered her sense of safety. Fans saw the headlines, but they didn't see the months of panic attacks, nightmares, and the guilt she felt for something that wasn't her fault. Ariana later admitted she struggled with PTSD so severe that even bright lights and loud sounds could trigger anxiety. And on top of that, the pressure of being perfect all the time made her feel trapped in her own success. But instead of breaking, she turned her pain into art. Thank You Next. Sweetener. Breathin'. Her biggest strength wasn't her voice. It was her ability to keep going when her world fell apart. Number 8, Britney Spears. When Britney Spears became famous, she didn't just become a pop star, she became a global obsession. At just 16, she was everywhere. On TV, in magazines, on every stage in the world. But while millions watched her grow up, almost no one asked if she was okay. By the mid-2000s, the pressure finally broke her. Every move she made was judged. Every mistake turned into a headline. In 2007, the world laughed when she shaved her head. But what they didn't see was a woman having a complete mental breakdown in public. Soon after, Britney lost control of her own life. For 13 years, she wasn't allowed to make basic decisions, not about her money, her career, or even her body. She kept performing, kept smiling, while living under a conservatorship that treated her like a child. Behind the fame, Britney wasn't free. She was surviving, and only after the world finally listened did she begin to take her life back. Number 9, Robert Downey Jr. At just 6 years old, he was introduced to drugs by his own father. By his 20s, addiction controlled everything: arrests, rehab, even jail. Studios stopped hiring him. To Hollywood, he became a risk no one wanted. At his lowest point, Robert had lost his career, his reputation, and almost his future. Most people thought it was over. Then came one last chance. Iron Man. He committed fully to recovery, rebuilt his life, and turned his biggest failure into the greatest comeback in Hollywood history.